Approaching a service station in your petrol car can be a bewildering experience for some. Open the fuel filler flap and the sticker inside usually dictates what fuel should be used. E10 is up to 10% ethanol mixed with 91 RON regular unleaded. Then there's regular 91 on its own, or 95 RON and 98 RON premium unleaded. But what does RON stand for? Well, the answer is Research Octane Number, and it's a measurement of a fuel's tolerance to compression inside an engine. Compression helps extract more from every litre, and here's a myth ready to be busted. Whatever unleaded you buy, they all have 34.2 million joules of energy stored inside waiting to combust. There's no magical extra energy inside a litre of expensive premium fuel, but what it is able to unlock is an energy's ability to do more with it. That's why high-performance vehicles need premium unleaded. Their higher compression ratio is optimised to be able to deliver more torque to the crank with the same amount of fuel. The ignition timing is advanced, or rather it happens earlier, essentially expanding the capability of each piston stroke. If your engine is designed for 95 or 98 octane, never use regular 91 octane unleaded. The compression ratio will be too high and knock-in will occur. That's that ticking noise you sometimes hear in the engine. It's the engine's way of telling you that the fuel isn't burning properly. But it can go the other way. You can run an engine designed for 91 octane on the pricier premium brew. And there are some upsides. The federal government mandates that premium unleaded contains 3 times less sulphur per litre, 50 parts per million, versus 150 parts per million for regular. So it is a cleaner fuel that could leave fewer deposits in your engine. Importantly, it will also emit fewer particles and other harmful forms, such as NOx, that contribute to urban smog, can affect breathing, and cause respiratory disease. But an engine designed for regular can never harness the full benefits of premium because at the moment they can't shift their compression ratio. What new engines do have is a NOx sensor that monitors how the fuel is burning. It can advance the ignition timing for premium unleaded. It liberates a bit more grunt, but hardly enough to notice. So is premium worth the 20 cents per litre more than regular? For most people, it isn't. And what about ethanol, which actually has a RON of 108 to potentially enable more power? Well, in Australia, it mixes up to 10% amount with 91 RON, which depending on the up to amount, could raise the total to 94 RON. This alcohol made from waste starch and plant extracts can be carbon neutral, given those items have already captured carbon that is then burnt and returned to the world. But ethanol has 30% less energy density than petrol, and given that it's mixed in at 10%, that's about 3% increase on consumption. And making ethanol is an energy-intensive process, often cheaply executed by burning dirty coal. So is it worth saving 3 cents per litre compared to unleaded? Well, buyers have spoken. It only makes up to 10% shares of all fuel today. Hopefully this helps you next time you're at the Bowser.